Okay, we are going to go live on Sage and do the report form. So let's get started. Here's the report that we're working on or going to create, it, even though it is already created. But let's look at the report form. So we're going to go down and go to the Sage system.report. There we go, right there. One thing let me show you is when we go to modify report, that opens up the custom report area, and here's where you select the report form. If there is an asterisk before the dot report or before the dot, whatever is on that side of the dot, the asterisk indicates that it'll take you to a listing of everything that is a dot report in this case. And so that's why I can do this and scroll down and find a report form that I want. If you want a specific form dedicated to a particular report, you just have to choose that report up in the modify area and it'll stay solid to that one form. So we are going to go back down here to the system report. There we go. And I am going to go up here to defaults and save printing defaults, which includes all of this and all of this. See, it saves what you have entered. So now if I go out and come back in, it'll be system report. So what we want to do is show you how to start with one and change it to be a new one for yourself. So we can go up to edit, form design. Okay, and then this is the 13.5 screen, and that's where we create our report forms. This is currently the standard system report. This is the top part. It has the logo, the company name, and the date, the title, and a couple other fields. And down at the bottom, it comes with a couple other areas, page numbering, date, time, things like that. And that's what is pre-built into the Sage system report form. The gray box is where the custom report part of this report fills in. In other words, if we go back to that picture here, and let's go back to this. Okay, here's the part that is the form, report form, and here's the gray area part. This is where it is built in on the custom report side of the document, so that all the data fills in however many pages it takes. And I don't show on this, I don't show the bottom part of that form. Anyway, so let's take a quick look here and see what to do with report forms and how we can make changes. Let's say I want to get rid of the logo, and I'm going to move the company name up to the top, and the date can go up to the top, and this is the title and this is the subtitle. This could actually come up a little closer. And these are the selection criteria, which are pretty important actually. So I'm going to move those up a bit. And now if I click in here, I can see that I can change it by size by using the dots. I'm going to just stretch that up, so that gives me more space on the form. And coming down, these are important parts too. So I'm going to just click in there and and bring this down a bit. And now maybe we need to add something up here. I'm going to click in here and see what is available. This allows me to insert a field. This is the insert a field icon. And so what this does is show me all the tables that are available. Now remember, this is a form for AR invoices. So let's go into accounts receivable, and if I take this open further, then I can see the sub fields that are available to me also. And here's invoice receivables, or invoices, and so let me click in there, and if I click on that, this is a table. Actually, this is here are the tables under that heading. Sometimes this one will give you the listing. Sometimes you have to go down into here and see there. Okay, so AR invoices. Now these are the fields inside this table. This table is connected to our primary table, which is accounts receivable. And we'll get into the table structures when we get into the custom reports side of building a report, because they're crucial as to what allows you to what you're allowed to connect in a report to put in fields. Okay, so up here in the heading, I want to see what might be useful here. Let me put job and let's move this over and click next to it and click this again and go to, now job is there, and that's because we're in AR invoices, but to get the job name I actually have to go back up here to accounts receivable and okay, here, accounts receivable. Now I need to, there we go, accounts receivable, and here's job name. So now I've added something into the heading which may or may not work. So what we're going to do is just add that, and we're going to save this now and call it test 1 dash system. Well, let's see, let me get rid of the caps here. Okay, test 1 dash system dot report. Now you don't need the caps on here. It will understand which one it is, whether they're in caps or not. And we're going to save it. You can save it as a shared so that it's available to everybody. If you save it as a private, then it's available to you. If you save it as a company specific form, then it is available to everybody when they're in that particular company that it was saved to. Okay, so I'm going to save that. And now you see up here, here's the new name. So let's close that. And now let's go here to System Report and scroll down to Test 1. Test 1 System. Okay, I made a mistake there by adding a dot report to the name, but we'll open this up anyway and see what happens. Okay, so now we've got report 20 with a new form. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so here's the job name. Now, see, it doesn't really work for this particular report using job up here because this report does multiple jobs. And so what I'm pointing out here is you can put fields up in the top, but you have to be careful of what fields you're using compared to what's in the report itself. And so here are the fields that are on the bottom automatically. I didn't make any changes down there, and so that's how you can change a report form. I'll go ahead and X out of this, and we're going to